Hey, folks. Coming here live tonight on Sunday night. A quick little chat tonight before the big game. This is the Super Bowl of Super Bowls. Well, at least here it is.
This is TB12 versus the Sith Lord, Bill Belichick. Will the Empire strike back? I don't think so.
Boy, I tell you, the talk radio, sports talk radio up here this week has been buzz. This has been the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
This has been the Super Bowl up here. And, boy, that's all they're talking about. And rightly so. I mean, Tom's coming back. It's too bad Gronk got hurt, though. That would have been something to see how they did, you know. And like I say, I mean, the Patriots are not a good team. They get this new quarterback who could be the new Tom Brady. I don't think we'll ever have another Tom Brady, but you know what I mean. He could be the next.
Mac Jones looks good to me. I'm impressed with how he reads defenses. What I don't like is they threw the ball, I believe, 52 times last week. They didn't even try to, and someone's going, well, they didn't. You got to try to establish the run. The run doesn't, you have to work at it. The easiest thing in the world is to, when I say easy, I don't mean, but linemen, go hit someone. Take them back. We're going to run this ball. We're going to impose our will upon and they didn't even try that.
They should have won that game that they fumbled going in.
Yes.
You know?
That was week 1 against the Dolphins.
They should have won that one.
And then the rookie fumbled before him. So, we got Steve Tower here.
Good to see Steve.
And hello, Steve. And Steeler fan 1933. Hello, a.k.a. Matt.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Yeah,
we just got this morning. When I was doing my stream, I forgot I had he goes, hey, your cameras, we can't see. I didn't want the camera on anyway. But what it did was it took up that space. It was a black space.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, Steve. Bears Den 007, Cleve baseball fan.
Browns won today. The Browns beat the Vikings. Good for him.
Yep. Red Sox clinched a playoff spot.
Oh, did they?
Won. Okay. They were down 5-2. They came back and they won. It was unbelievable. So they play the Yankees 1-game playoff Fenway Tuesday night.
Oh, doesn't that figure? I'm going to have all these people cancel from hockey now on Tuesday night. You watch.
Oh, you got your league?
Tuesday night league, yeah. So we're going to have a fun night. But anyway.
Of course, remember to check out Digital Dice. Ron and Uncle Dave did a great stream with
Clay Dresslock.
Clay Dresslock, football and baseball mogul. Check it out. And tell him, Dave, the special code.
If you go to sportsmogul.com and you put in the code DIGITAL, you get 40% off of the game. I just picked up the baseball. I got the football, and I just picked up the baseball today. So I think
I might pick up both because with 40% off, it's like you get 2 games for
$23. Yeah, they're $23 each. Yeah. So it'll be $46. You get them both.
$46.
They are fun. There's fun to be had in those games. They really are.
And remember, type in digital for the code.
Digital for the code. Yep.
Off. Thanks to Dave Gardner. I got to point that way. No, that. I'm still doing it wrong.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Backwards.
That wasn't easy on the Brady Bunch did that.
No, I don't know how they did that. Thank you very much. It was an awesome interview with Clay.
Learned a lot about his games. And, and that was a true story. I met him at PAX East many years ago.
That was the best because I listened to it at work, a quarter of it. Got into the car, listened to a little more. And then when I got home, later on, I was doing something later, setting up possible things I want to do. And I listened to and it was awesome. Actually, I listened to some of it when I was cooking when I got home, too. A fabulous interview. Thank you so much. It was awesome.
I actually was on the Game Hounds tonight. They do a late Sunday afternoon stream, and I get on with them once in a while. I'll still, because it's a video game show. And I told them the story. And I was like, I was with the Game Hounds as a press reporter for video games when I met these guys. And I was like, what is this football game you
did meet him. Because they were the ones shilling their game.
Yeah, they were out of Connecticut, and there was a few guys, and here we are, 10 years later or whatever it is, meeting up again. It was kind of cool.
You know what else was kind of cool was they didn't have him in the video game. They had him. I think he said he was in the board game section.
Yes, because they had a tabletop football game they were playing that I remember.
Yes.
And I was just like, I'm a video game guy. But then he's like, go check out this video game. And that's the one that I put in, and I was playing the 76 Patriots, and I traded Stabler and Grogan just to see what. And I was like, that was all brand new to me.
Yeah,
something
because
like this.
Do that.
You can't play old seasons in Madden, And I think you can trade and stuff, but that was just that was my generation, 70s and 80s.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dave Little's here. So I did enjoy that. So sportsmogul.com. Put in digital, you get 40% off Baseball Mogul and Football Mogul.
The code.
I'm enjoying them. I'm really
Digital.
and I like how you can even I think you can even manipulate some of the play. You get 60 plays on offense. There's 6 categories of 10, and you can manipulate all the plays.
Yes, you can actually format your own plays too. I remember that when I played it. You can go and make your own plays. Like, so if you want to run like the same formation, but you want to run variations off the same formation, because to me it makes sense. But you can play it any way you want. But yeah, fun game. I do wish the one thing he said, I don't mean to redo the interview, because check it out on Spreaker, please, or Dave Gardner's YouTube channel. I wish there was, the baseball has fun animation. I'm going to tell you, I really enjoy their animation. I wish the football, I don't even care. He said it would be X's and O's. I don't even care. It could be squares. I
was going to suggest, too, even a little box come up that showed the foot kicking the football for a kickoff or a field goal or something. Just something to look at.
Very similar. That would be cool, because it falls in the same niche
of the baseball. Yeah. Because you see the pitch coming,
You see the pitch, they hit, and then you just see the ball. You don't see fielders move, but it's fun.
Just some kind of animation and all. And I did talk to him. I was asking him too about the football and the baseball. So can I see the upcoming week?
Yeah,
and you can't. And so I was talking to him today, actually, because I said, hey, Clay, I got the baseball game. I says, but I can only see my team's schedule. Can I see the day's schedule, like you can in some other games?
In baseball, you should be able to bring up oh, no, you can't. It's just the calendar for them. You're right.
Yeah, yep.
Then you have to click each team. You have to click
he did say, which is neat, he goes, I'm thinking about making an HTML page, like a clickable HTML page that would come up to show you the schedule. And I was like, well, that would work. Cool. That would work, because that way I could see who's playing.
Can I ask you, Dave, because when you played football, you talked to him, can I control all the teams? Now, my question, and I wish I submitted something. I didn't realize in the baseball game, I'm going to tell you one of the funnest modes, but my problem with this mode, you can have the team do a historical all-star team. It's awesome. Here's the problem. The other teams start trading people. So when I started, I'm not trading any of my Red Sox, right? I'm like, why is Joe DiMaggio? And I was like, and I remember I emailed him, is there a way to shut off trade? I just want to play the all-time greats against the all-time greats. I think it'd be so much fun. But they were trading back and forth.
Oh.
You did something. I know the commissioner mode, you go there, but I didn't want to control. I just wanted to shut off trades, because it was an franchise all-star team.
What I did is I went into the league editor.
For football, right?
For football, and it brings up a dialogue in it. In one of the things it says you can choose which team to control, and you just set all the human. And
then you wouldn't. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, try that, because the only thing that would do, though, is when you went to the calendar and you clicked on a game, it would come up and say, do you want to play this game? Because you're controlling both teams. You know what I mean? And so then you would say, just sim. Then you play the game that you wanted to. Yeah. But that's a way of playing. And then you can set it up so the defense is automatic, so you could play offense only.
I did not know that.
I didn't know it either until he explained it.
I played it. I actually bankrupt the Boston Patriots.
Oh, no.
When I first got that game, because I was like, I said, I'm going to show these guys I can make the playoffs with this stinky team. I traded for Darryl Lamont. I traded for 3 different quarterbacks in 1970. It was hilarious, and running back. And then when it came around to the draft, I'm like, oh my God, I have no money. And I'm trying to release guys, and I bankrupt my team.
But that's the fun of it, though. That's the fun of that game, is doing that. Hey, Bruce is in here. Bruce, you getting ready for the football game here tonight?
Hey, Bruce. RF, how you doing?
RF?
Thank you.
RF makes a good point. Let me put this up here. RF makes a good point. For me, football mode is an easy way to learn how plays a diagram and how when they use it. Yes, it is. Because just the way they do it, it's a nice. And I hate to use the word basic, because it sounds, but it is. It's a basic way to look at it for people like me who have no clue.
It's basic. As Bruce says, he's getting ready for the game. I believe he says, yes, indeed, yeah, indeed. It's basic to a point, but football is a basic kind of game that they've kind of blown into brain surgery when it comes to playing the game. Hello, Bears Den. Lots of fun people in the chat here. It's a fun game. I played a couple of Happy Super Christmas, New Year's. But no, it's a good game. I'm going to be picking, I think I'm going to pick up. It is a fun game. The baseball's a fun game. You have to understand, though, not every game is for everybody. And if it's not for you, that's cool. But you should not, in my opinion, poo-poo someone's fun.
Yeah, and that's a good segue into what we wanted to talk about tonight here real quick. We just want to come on tonight. We haven't had a chat in a while. It's going to be a short one tonight because we do have the game coming on. But we want to talk about that and the title of this is Be Excellent to Each Other. Just be, and it just seems like that, and it's not just, myself or Al, but, you go on Delphi or Facebook or YouTube and people are playing a game and someone's in there saying, oh, this game sucks, play this game. Or, why are you doing this in this game? This didn't happen this way. Or why is this guy leading off in the batting order? It just, everybody's in there and it sucks the life out of the room. You're trying to enjoy playing a game and there's someone saying, you're not doing it the way I would do it. Or you're not doing it right. There's no right. There's no right. It's your project. And when I tell people, and I'm nice about it, but it's like, tell you what, why don't you get the game, you play this game, and you can play it the way you want to, and then, enjoy. But let me enjoy it my way. Let Al enjoy it his way. Let Ron do it his way. Let Dave Little play his game. Steve Tower. Let everybody play the game how they want to play it. And instead of going into the chat or commenting on Delphi or Facebook negatively, just enjoy it. Just enjoy them playing it and let them having fun,
Here's someone, they're sharing something because they want to share it. If you don't want to read it or watch it, that's cool too. And if you go, that's not the way I would play it, that's fine. I suggest if you don't have anything positive to say, everyone, what I get is I have a right to my opinion. You sure do. You sure do. And you know what? I'm going to give you my opinion if you bring it into my chat. And I told Dave offline, I'll tell you, I get pissy at times because I'm coming out to entertain. You don't know what kind of day I had or whatever my week was. And I don't know what kind of week you guys had. So I'm just kind of come out. Let's have fun and chat and have fun because we're a community. Yeah. We're a community, right? I never thought I'd find this many people with a similar interest that I have with this. It's fun. I've met wonderful people. Dave Gardner, Ron Juckett, all these wonderful people in the chat. I would never met them. But just my point of view, Dave already touched on it. There's no right way, wrong way, best game, worst game. Play the games you like and enjoy. It seems to me there are people who just love to poo-poo stuff, and it makes them. My favorite thing is when someone tells me, this person's hurt or they didn't play in that. I can read. I'm not an idiot, contrary to belief. I'll give you the example. I know I said it in my chat in the stream early this morning. I was talking boxing. Hello, Keith White. I was talking boxing with someone. I can't remember exactly. I don't think I was talking like this. I think I was in the chat and someone said something. I said, oh, that guy wasn't a good fighter. Ernie Shavers would beat him. I went, you do know Jerry Quarry knocked out Ernie Shavers in real life. So you're supposed to be this person who knows, and you don't even know that in real life, Jerry Quarry knocked out Ernie Shavers. I mean, that's just my point. Yeah. I wasn't poo-pooing. I'm just saying you had people believing. Just enjoy the streams. If you don't want to be there, that's
I played a game. I don't know what game it was. I don't know if it was 2nd and 10 or solitaire.
I like that
pro. Was it the pro football game? Football? Pro strategy football, or if it was football mogul, or even strat, because I have all the PC games. I was playing one, and the quarter. No, it was 2nd and 10 because Peyton Manning wasn't the quarterback for the Colts. It was the backup quarterback. And he was playing the Patriots, and I forget it must have been 2004 because I was just kicking around. Sometimes I just kick around for fun. I wasn't streaming or anything. And I was like, why wouldn't Manning be the quarterback in this game? But you know something?
He was injured.
I just went with it. And now I don't remember if he was hurt in the first game of 2004 or if the computer just put him in. Because sometimes even with goalies in hockey, I just let the computer pick.
Yep.
And because this is my replay, I am not trying to replay everything exactly as it happened in real life, I'll maybe start off that way, or maybe I'll just say, hey, what does the computer say? Let's find out. Let's find out together okay, Manning's not playing in this game. Maybe in my game, somehow he's not playing. In real life, he did. In my game, he's not. Let's go with it. If I want to play the 75 Bruins season, have Bob Ewell play the whole season, I'm going to do that. I want to see what would happen, but I don't want anybody coming in there saying, well, he only played 5 games. What are you doing?
I think the beauty of the sim game community, sports, you can play it straight up. That's beautiful if you want to do it. I like to play what ifs. Like Dave Gardner said, what if Bobby Orr played that whole season? I did the Joe Namath. I think that's one of my funnest replays I've ever done.
That was a fun one to watch. Yeah.
What if? I know Joe Namath only played 4 games in 1977. It was his last year. It was just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. There's no right way or wrong way. Enjoy the games you play. I personally love when people tell me about their projects. I love the going on Facebook and the groups I belong to and seeing projects. And I bite my tongue a lot because I don't want it to, because again, what I can't stand is like I'm enjoying someone's project. I go through, I don't always comment. I do try to, something I read, I do try to hit the like, the little thumbs up in Facebook or the other thing. Like if someone does a funny thing, I'll put the haha. But sometimes I read the comments. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
I know it does. I just want to address Keith real quick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I believe they're all Richard Hanna games. Am I correct, Al? Replay baseball, replay basketball, and second and 10.
Too.
That's why they look similar.
Richard,
they're fantastic. They're all
unbelievable. Great. I wish they did a hockey game like you said.
We've all been talking about that. The newer guy in the community. Was it the Replay Gamer?
Yes.
He's fairly new to the community, and I'm really enjoying his stuff, and I don't see him in here tonight. But he was talking about that, too. He's like, boy, this PC Replay basketball game is awesome. Wish they had a hockey game. And it's like, we are all saying that. We're all saying that.
What makes the PC Replay game awesome? Hello, RJL518 and SGJ Jamie. The basketball game, basically, you can roll your dice or click on it and let them roll. But it walks you right through it's fabulous. Baseball is utterly fabulous. It's so much fun what you could do with the baseball game. I love the.
I don't think so. There's a lot of dice being rolled in second and 10.
Rolls, a lot.
So it's not as simple as the baseball, the basketball.
Ron did a hell of a video explaining every dice roll. I've just come to accept that.
Yeah, me too.
Just play the game and let it text out. Again, that's me. It doesn't bother me, It's a lot of dice rolls for that. Richard did ASG golf, tennis. Yeah, tennis. I tell you what, you don't even have to buy.
Oh, that's a fun game. Yeah.
There's free demos. You can just enjoy the demos, but I end up buying both. I like soccer. I bought tennis, which is fabulous. It's fabulous.
And that's a shot-by-shot game where you roll the dice for the serve and see if the serve is good, and then you roll on the other guy to see how he returns the serve. Yep. And it doesn't go back and forth more than a couple of times before the point is solved.
I asked them. I actually emailed them because I finally asked. I'm just going to email. This is after a couple of years of having the game. Can you just tell me? I go, I don't want to sound stupid, but I think I actually made it the exact phrase. I've been trying to figure out for 2 years. How do I just roll my own dice? They go, just roll the dice and punch it in. I'm like, and they were they were polite. And I sat there. Really. Now, the one thing with that, though, it does go quicker if you just go click, click, click. But if I'm playing offline and I'm playing like Tim Mayotte from Springfield, Massachusetts, I just sit there and roll the dice. And there's a lot of strategy. I don't understand the game 100%, but I understand it enough. And that's a fun, again, because you can play, hey, Appa Brian, how you doing? Another fun channel there. Danny. How you doing? Hope all is well with your family. There's a ton of strategy in that tennis game. I mean, a ton. But yeah, that's Richard Hanna. Would you say, Dave, that he makes some of the best adaptations of board games to the PC?
Oh, he brings cards and dice to the PC. Like,
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just he just I don't know what he does, but he just does it well. So yes, he does a fantastic job.
They're also, I think.
Sean.
Hello, Sean. Legends of Boxing. Again, I'm a big boxing. I buy every boxing game. See, I like Glory Days Boxing, Card and Dice because it goes quickly to me. And Simon's going to go, Al, I've watched your streams. Well, that's my streams. Nothing goes quickly on my streams. But I'm saying I understand it. It flows to me. It's a beautiful game. I love it. PC boxing games, I'm always looking constantly because I like to try different games like you love hockey, Dave, right? And I think Legends of Boxing is going to be on ASG. And I think I think if I read right on an email that it's going to be Richard Hanna doing that. So I look forward to that. Yeah.
I heard he might do a F1 game or a racing game. When we had Lon on from the horse racing game, Lon Whitehead, I believe it is, we were talking, like, can you get Richard Hanna to do a hockey game? He's like, and I thought he said he was working on a racing game. So
imagine if he did a hockey game. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
It's just because everything they do makes sense.
The Strat hockey, it's a fun game. But, boy, if you could roll your own dice or if you could
They should make it bigger.
Yeah, they need to make everything bigger now because it was set for computers that were like the resolution was smaller. If you could input stats from the card game, too. I mean, I'd love to combine cards and dice in PC.
Oh, you mean like Strat. You can do it baseball?
Yeah,
that would be cool for hockey.
They need to do that,
Yeah, because Strat's a good game. I'm not going to get into the company. Strat's a good game. Hey, our good friend Chris, Tabletop Delaware.
Yep. And Richard did an F1 game for his root games, but not compatible with Windows 10. Okay, so I did hear that. Okay, yeah. But getting back to what he said, good topic. Yeah. We're just talking about, when someone's playing a game, whether on YouTube or they post something on Facebook or Delphi, if you don't like it, if you're like, this is stupid, I don't like the game, I don't like the team, I don't like what you're doing, then just move on to a replay that you do like instead of dumping on the person here and trying to correct it. Seems like to some people are trying to correct us, like this is wrong, and and there's times that honestly that I will research the guys and try to get exact for the game. And there's other times I'm just at the end of the day, like I just want to play and I hit click or I just lay the cards out and I'm not too concerned about who played in what game. Like that, the replay that we did, was it the 77-78 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs? We did the whole thing. I just hit the button and went with it. And I didn't worry about if there were guys that were traded that weren't playing for this team in the playoffs. I wasn't that. It didn't bother me that much to do it. I just wanted to play and enjoy it.
And you got the two teams in the Stanley Cup that were in the Stanley Cup, except a much better result.
No, Bruins lost in 7.
Did they? I'm trying to remember.
They were up 3-1 and they lost in 7.
You're right. Yep. See, I already tried to black that out. It's more. You're right, because I relived the nightmare and I remembered. But what I did for that, Dave, and then we'll get to Zalapsky Smurf. I actually researched the players that played in the playoffs. So I said, okay, these are the only guys I'm going to make active. And it was fun. That was fun.
So sometimes I did that. Sometimes I tried to get at least the goalies right. And there were other times, like the Canadians were kicking the crap out of somebody. And I think I put in the backup for game 4 because they were up 3-0.
Yeah.
And I didn't put Dryden in. It's like, but that was half the fun with it is seeing that there. But again, in Zalapsky, you're exactly right, is that we shouldn't focus on the negative. We should focus on the positive because it's overwhelmingly positive.
Oh yes,
but it's enough of the just
you know what it is, Zalapsky Smurf. You always remember, like when I was a kid or whenever a young man when I was still playing competitive sports, I never remembered I could play really good. But I would remember the one bad thing I did over and over again.
Yeah.
So when you get those negative comments, and again, people are entitled to their opinions. I get that. But
yeah, and like Robert says, there's ways you can do it nicely, or you can ask. Maybe you just say, "Hey, how come you're not playing this guy and you're playing this guy?" And I'll say, "Well, I just hit the button and the computer picked this guy." And that should be the end of it. That should be the end of it.
That should be the end of it.
Or it's like I wanted to see how this guy would do in this game. But there's ways to do it really nice. And, Steve Tower says about the pronunciation. And it's like, sometimes I know my guys and sometimes I don't. I do and if people will help me with it, that's fine. Yep. If somebody will say, hey, it's not, it's not, Tower, it's Towie or whatever it is. If that's how the guy pronounces it, you want to help me out. Hey, that's fine. But you don't need to pound somebody over not pronouncing it right.
And there's some people. Sometimes, again, here's the thing. Someone could be being like funny, sarcastic. I hate to tell you, that doesn't translate when you're typing. It could be completely different. And I'll just use myself as an example. And I could totally misinterpret what someone's saying. But you have to think about that.
Yeah.
Brian, cards in games are very adaptable to the way you want to play. If it's not perfect for you, absolutely. And just be excellent to one another, as Uncle Dave Gardner said.
It's a shame there are people like that. And since although I haven't come across it very much except on the Delphi forums, well, I've seen it on Delphi, I've seen it on Facebook, I've seen it on YouTube, and again, it just there's times I go in and I watch somebody, but let them play the game, and like I always say. If I'm playing a game and like I don't know anything about baseball and I'll put in a picture, like, why are you putting in that picture? It's like, because I don't know, I'm just playing and having fun. But if you want, you can go get on the computer, play the game, and do it right. You can do it right at your house. Just let me enjoy let me screw. If I'm going to screw it up, let me screw it up and then laugh about it. I don't know,
because I poke more fun at myself than anybody else. So I will. One of the other things that sticks out in my head on Facebook was someone was playing the old Earl, and I think I mentioned this in my morning chat. They're playing the old, I want to say Earl Weaver, Tony La Russa baseball, right? And there's like a couple of really comments that, well, did you really have to say? The person's sharing, they're enjoying it. I watched the video. I actually enjoyed it. It was fun. And they're like, who plays this game anymore? It's horror. I mean, look how old it is. And I replied back, I go, this person plays this game. They enjoyed it. I enjoyed their stream. Was that necessary to do that? And it's not. It's not. Because guess what? If you didn't have those games, you wouldn't have these other games. And some people like to play the old games, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
For me,
but there is a fine line though, because sometimes I'll be playing a game, a PC game, or cards and dice, and someone will say, I like this other game better. I'm okay with that. If you want to come in and say, look, I because I'll be playing Apple Hockey, and like, geez, I like Strat better, or I like Hockey Blast better, or I like whatever, and I'm like, that's okay, as long, or I like the Inside the Crease, which I love the PC game. I haven't got the cards and dice yet. That's okay. Cause, hey, I like this game because it does X. I'm like, that's okay. But if you're going to come in here and dump all over the game I'm playing, that's not cool. But if you want to say, I see you like Appa, I couldn't get into it, I prefer X, that's fine. We can have a discussion about that. And I can say, I can see where you're coming from. But I mean, if you're going to go in there and say this game sucks, and I'm a Strat, or I'm a or Strat sucks, and I like it, we don't want. Let me play my game and enjoy it, even if I'm playing it wrong. Let me do it and just And if you're gonna, like I say, correct anything, you can be nice about it. We're all supposed to be here having fun, doing what we enjoy. It's a hobby. We're all in our houses just playing this thing, having fun, and we want to share this with other people. And again, also, even last night, I just posted a simple screenshot of a game I played, and it just, people were all over that, and it's like, I don't remember what happened in 1980. I just played opening day. It went 19 innings. I was chatting with Ron, sharing the screen with Ron as we went 19 innings.
Ron and Uncle Dave were having fun. He posted it. I liked it. And not a video. And I'm like looking at the box score going, this game's insane.
It was nuts.
And it was fun to read and look at. And you have some people making these comments. Again, maybe they're being sarcastic, funny.
Like
but
they were I don't
think a couple of them were sarcastic, funny. I think that guy would never hit there. Or, okay, it's a game.
Yeah, this would never happen. It's like, it happened. Isn't this why we play these games? Is to see what would happen. Because if we play these games and they come out exact every time, then there'd be no sense playing them. So we played them to see what was happening. Do I think opening day would go 19 innings? Probably not, but it did. It went 19 innings for me.
And again,
we laughed about it the whole time. And I said, I got to post the screen. This was my first complete game, I think, of Baseball Mogul. And that's what I got.
Yeah.
And it's something I'll never forget. And
I think with baseball people, they get nitpicky over lineups like, oh, you can't have a DH. You can't do this. I can do whatever I want. It's my game. You play it the way you want to play. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I get pissy on my channel sometimes. I'm not going to lie. People have heard me. I've never gone to someone else's channel and done some of the crap that's been done to me or Dave Gardner or Ron Juckett or other people that I've watched. I've never done that. If you don't like what you're watching, just move on.
Once in a while, if I go in and someone's playing a game that either I don't like or something, I'll say, boy, I tried this and I had a hard time with it.
But that's
and so now we get a discussion going.
Yeah,
now it's like,
different.
What'd you have a hard time with? You know what I mean? And maybe we talk it out. Maybe we talk about, what happened? Why am I having a hard time? Because, so many people, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I guess I have to here, have started playing Apple hockey because they couldn't stand it. And then when I did my videos on Apple hockey and I went over all the tutorials that I did, they're like, wow, you just explained it so I can understand. And you went down my checklist of issues I had and you solved them. So they went from hating Apple to liking it because I took the time to talk to them about it. And so there's been games that I didn't like and people like, oh, well, let me help you with that.
Inside the crease is one of them.
I had a wicked hard time with that. Yeah. And now I love that game.
Your game of choice.
Because I was like, I don't like X, Y, Z about the game. And the person, well, let's talk about this. And let's see if I can help you with it. And they did. And I like it now. And that's how it should be. We should be helping each other. And if you hate something, that's fine. And I know there's people that come into my stream that hate some of the hockey games they play. But they're respectful about it. They'll say, I gave up on this game years ago, but I'm still here watching the stream. And cool. That's fine.
Me personally, I don't care what someone's playing, like what game. If I enjoy their streams, I just go because like I'm not that football game, the free one, it's very good. I'm not gonna play it yet because I like to make play calls, and it's just that's more. I'm kind of funny because like the boxing game, Glory Days boxing, I'm just rolling dice and I'm calling it whether I'm in my head or doing a stream. So it's very similar to the I can't think of the football game. Al Wilson did that nice thing. He made the free game. It's a beautiful game. But I enjoy listening to people play it. I'm thinking one of these days I will download it. But right now I'm not. But I don't have to. I don't. And again, everyone's entitled to think. Sometimes people come in, I just hate this game. Okay, I didn't tell you to come to the stream. It clearly says what I'm playing, right? Clearly says. It's just, I don't know. I've learned so much from watching other YouTubers. A game I would have never bought, PC Replay Baseball, because I tried, I downloaded the demo, and I had the same thing like what Dave had with Inside the Crease. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then a couple of people, ID Gesture did a video, and I still didn't get it, but I got it a little more. And then King Icky Boo did a video, okay? And I understood it. It was like, now I'll just play it. I don't have to understand everything exact, but now I know 1, 2, better for the pitcher. 3, 6, better for the hitter. 4, infield defense. 5, pitcher control. And from there, you start to remember the numbers, and I printed up the charts. It's a fun game. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy your games, which with all these lovely people in the chat, I'll speak for me. I have no problem with anybody. I don't care if you don't even like me, like my game. But be respectful. I don't even care if you come into mine, but be respectful to other people in the community. You want to come and blah, blah me, I don't care. I'll give it right back to you. And I try not to. I really try not to. But sometimes I do, and I'll actually apologize for doing that now. But I think Dave Gardner and other streamers do a service to the community, such as Steve, after further review with Steve Towers and Appa Brown, or Chris, they're playing all these different games I get to look at and say, I might like that game, and I've watched it played. I might like that game. So this community is so much fun, and it's gotten so much bigger, in my opinion, and more communication, in my opinion. Let's not, and again, it's a small portion, but it seems like it's becoming a little.
I think some people take it way too serious as well, where it's like, you're not saying the guy's name right. This guy didn't play in this game. This guy wasn't pitching, or this guy wasn't playing goalie, or this guy was hurt. It's like, so, so I'm playing the game. This is fun for me, and maybe there's a reason why. that this guy's in the game or not in the game. Maybe the computer didn't put him in. Maybe I didn't put him in. Maybe I want to see something different, But yeah, it just I think some people get real, especially with the baseball. The baseball seems to be really
baseball.
They're all upset if things are just not just perfect, And I don't get that.
I found it very interesting that I did a DH for 67 in both leagues, but yet both teams still won. Except I got the Red Sox to win. I had so much fun because I played Tony Conigliaro. I'm a baseball fan. I'm a Red Sox fan. I just wanted to see. I caught more stupid crap for a stream, for a project I was sharing. 98% I played offline. I said, well, I'll play the World Series online. That's fun. And, you can't do this. You can't do that. Are you kidding me?
My very first replay that I started posting, this is before we started the podcast, was with Action PC Baseball. And I was, talking to Ron about it. I was like, this would be kind of, something. I'm going to play 77, and I'm going to swap. I'm going to put Reggie Jackson on the Red Sox.
Yep.
And I think I traded him for Bernie Carbo just so I can make a trade.
Yeah, you just forced.
And let's see how Reggie does with the Red Sox, right? And so I started posting that on some of the Facebook groups. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe
Christ, Dave Gardner.
What are you doing? Reggie would never play there. This is bull crap. Blah blah blah. The hate that I got, and I was just like, whoa. I wanted to see in a computer simulation how Reggie would do on the Red Sox. In my world, he had a problem with the Yankee management. He told them to go screw. He just had to go play for the Red Sox. I thought it was an interesting storyline, but I got so much hate for that. I never even went back to that. It was so bad. I just don't get it here. I just don't get it. Let's see here. I got a couple more comments here.
Yeah, and after that, when someone says they're new to the community,
we'll get to the. Let me see. I agree. If I enjoy a stream, I don't care what you're playing, even if it's one I wouldn't buy or play. I watch a stream to be taken away to that game and a break from. Yeah, it is. It's a break from reality. It's to go and have some fun. I like to see how other people play games. Some people play them differently than me. Some people play them a little bit more tight. Some play a little bit more loose. And it's just I don't get it. So Smaybach here. Hi guys, new to the hobby here, though I've been curiously interested in Strat baseball since the late 80s in college.
Strat's a good game in my opinion.
What is a good recommendation? I love football, hockey, then baseball. Thanks. The great thing is there's a lot of choices out there. Whether you want cards and dice or PC, there's a lot.
Here, the Hannah games, Second and 10, you can download a demo. I think it's 3 days. You can try it for free to see if you like it. At first, I remember when I played it, I was like, And then by the third day, I didn't buy it. And then by the fifth day, I was like, I kind of really like that game.
Ron showed me how to play that. I had no clue how to play that. I couldn't even get it started. He's like, oh, you got to click on this.
But also, I recommend if you can see if they have demos, Strat plays like Strat. There's plenty of videos out there. Lots, so you can check that out. Football, baseball, mogul. You can download free older games to try that out.
It depends what you're looking for too. If you're looking for a cards and dice game on a tabletop, or if you're looking PC, or you're looking for both, there's a ton of. I must have 30 hockey games between cards and dice and computer games. There's a ton out there.
How do you pronounce Smailbach?
Smaybach, maybe.
Smaybach. I'm sorry. It's what type of game do you think
Action PC game? The Action PC games, they're all fantastic.
Yeah,
they're pretty easy to play.
Yep. It depends. Pro strategy football, the money, the bang, a lot of bang for your buck. But if you're new and you want to see what you like,
best thing to do is look through my channel or Al's channel, Al Red Sox fan. Look through his channel or in the community here. Look at some of a lot of people in here stream. And a lot of people do a lot of different games, so you can actually. That's what I said. Go to YouTube videos and watch some of the games being played. That gives you a really good idea what you're going to get.
That's how I found that there was a football. Ron, when I found Ron, he did second and 10, then he was doing Action PC football. I went, what is this? I never seen this. As everyone's saying hello to Smaybach.
Like Chris says, many possibilities. All these channels have a lot of good examples.
You have to find what you like. Anyone in the community.
Steve, yes, we're going to be jumping off soon to go watch kickoff as well.
Games coming up soon. Just find what you think you might like and see if there's a demo for it. And there is. Baseball Mogul has demos. Second and 10 has demos. PC Replay Basketball and Baseball has demos. Inside Games have demos.
Inside Games, yeah.
Some demos you can keep forever and ever. Others are like 3 to 5 days. Yep. It's a way to see if you can like the game.
Yep. But yeah, so we just want to come on tonight and just kind of say hi before the football game.
Be nice to one another.
Just be nice. Be excellent to each other. As Bill and Ted say, be excellent to each other. If someone's, whether they're streaming or whether they're just posting their results, if it's something you don't like, just don't say anything. Just don't go on there and and I know a lot of these people don't really mean any harm, but that's
the other thing when
you start nitpicking somebody's project, when you start nitpicking what somebody's doing, it sours the project. It's like, jeepers creepers here. I'm just trying to have some fun.
People get excited to hear their projects. I know personally I like to read about people's projects. I might not read every post, but I follow things. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's interesting. And I've gotten a ton of ideas, whether from YouTube or just Facebook groups I'm lucky to be part of. It's just a lot of fun. And let's keep the community fun and welcoming. That's all.
Yep. So we bought second season football and got totally lost. Made my own rules for NHL strategy. Doesn't quite work. Need something more in depth and not so confusing. Second season football, I think that's the play game, right? Yeah, that's a pretty big game to start off with.
I would. What's the football game that you? Dave plays a football game. Oh God, I like it. I haven't bought it yet, but I think
Solitaire Pro Football. Is it Solitaire Pro?
Yes, I think it's that one.
Yeah, Solitaire Pro Football is fairly easy to understand. If you want a drive-by-drive game, the Fast Drive Football is that's a nice one to start off with. Game-winning drive is another one.
What's the one Al Wilson did?
Fast Drive Football.
You know what? And it's free.
That's free.
You can get a good feel, and it plays like a play.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Not exactly.
You roll 3 die, and that tells you what happened on the drive. Yeah.
And if you look up again, Dave knows it. I forget.
Fast Drive Football.
Drive Football. Thank you. It's free. Check it out. That's a fun way to start to get in the community. That could lead you to say, "Oh, I like this style of game, and now I want to try something different."
I would start off with a smaller game, get used to the feel of things, and then move up to the bigger games. And I think second. I don't have second season yet. That's a bigger game. Yeah. It really is. Yeah. So
good
that's
game.
one
People play it, but
I haven't tackled it yet. But it's a deep game. So I can see how you might get lost with that.
Football games, there's no drive-by-drive. Football games are long, which I don't care. I'm just saying, it's just try that. Here's the other thing.
And for hockey, go to shootoutHockeyGame.com. It's a very inexpensive game. Shootout's a very easy game to learn how to play.
Here's another thing before we leave. Dave Gardner mentioned this. It makes so much sense. Get a game in a sport you really like, and then get a season that you really like.
Yes.
Because you're invested in it, and you can enjoy. I don't play a lot of modern seasons in anything.
Yeah, me either.
I don't.
Yeah.
I play with seasons I like to play. So.
But get whatever game it is, get a season that you can relate to, players you will know, and it will make the game so much better than just playing either generic people or a season that, here's what comes with the game, 2 sample teams. I don't know anybody in these, or I don't care about these sample teams. So
and one more thing. When you determine what you like, if you have to see the results, like the open engine, then get an open engine type game. If you don't mind a closed engine, there's a lot of games out there. But don't get something you think you might like in the sport you like, teams you like, seasons you like. Well, start with one season. Just a year you love. Oh, I remember this when I was a kid or whatever.
And give it some time, because some of these games click immediately, and some of these, I've gone back and forth for a few weeks to a few months with some of these games. I keep going back and going back and going back, and finally it clicks. So it sometimes it does take a while to get it to click there, but thanks for coming in. Yeah, good to see you here, and hopefully you enjoyed some of the stuff here on some of the channels we do. And keep in mind, we're just regular people. None of us are paid by any of these companies. This is just stuff we do for fun to kind of help show off the games, because we like some of these games, so we want to show them off, and then the whole bit.
I know I can speak for myself. I'm sure Dave and Ron, we've met some really nice developers.
We've talked to a lot of great people.
Really fun people, and they've brought what I think are some really fun reasonably priced games with a lot of bang for your buck to the community. So, and again, like Dave has mentioned, Bill and Ted, just be excellent, be nice to one another. You can have differences of opinion. Again, you don't have to not have differences of opinion. It's okay, but once you state like whatever, let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, don't go in and try not to wreck anybody's project or stream or whatever they're doing. Let them do their thing. And if you see something you don't like, just move on. Just simple as that. Don't wreck anybody's night, and just, don't let anybody come scratching their head.
I got to ask you one big question before we leave. Prediction tonight. Is it Payne? Is it Clubber Lane Payne for the Patriots? What is your prediction, Uncle Dave?
I'm thinking 34-20, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I'm thinking Tampa, similar score.
Unless Tampa comes out and totally bleeps the bed, but just New England's not a good team. They may be in a few years. They're not a good team.
I thought their defense was going to be better than
Tampa didn't look good last week against the Rams. I think they'll rebound, but I think this New England makes too many mistakes. James White's out. That hurts them.
A lot of injuries for the Patriots.
But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
And we're going to go enjoy it.
We're going to go right now. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We just want to come on, just say hi real quick.
Dave.
Real quick to everybody, but we got the Patriots on in like 5-10 minutes, so we're jumping out here, and we'll be back another chat sometime soon. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.